The third chakra, or our power chakra, is known in Sanskrit as Manipura chakra, which translates as the jewel in the city. It's the jewel in the city because it's the brightest, shiniest, most luminous part of our own city, our own body, our own local inhabitants, right? So our third chakra is located at the solar plexus, which of course cues us in also to the element that rules this chakra, fire. This is the location of our internal sun. Our digestive fire is located here, so any kind of gastrointestinal issues that we have point to our third chakra. If we get nervous or butterflies in the stomach, that has to do with our power center, with our center of individuality, of ego, of how we present ourselves to the world. The presiding deity of this chakra is Ram. Ram is a great king. And of course, if we have our third chakra balanced, then we are great kings or queens of our own domain, of our own dominion. And just like Ram in the story, the Ramayana, does, he is a great king because he serves his people. We become masters of our own city when we serve those that we live with and those around us. Now, oftentimes we utilize the expression of the third chakra most often in our career, or however it is that we manifest ourselves in the world, whatever it is we do for a living, for others, how people know us, how we interact with others. Our ego is here, our sense of self is here, our sense of power and empowerment is here. So trouble with this chakra isn't just going off into the land of arrogance and big-headedness, thinking that we are the center of the universe. It's also the opposite. It's shyness. It's not being able to speak up for ourselves or offer our gifts to the world. We want to use what I'd like to call a Goldilocks approach here, right? Goldilocks and the three bears. One bear, the porridge was too hot. One bear, the porridge was too cold. And Goldilocks likes it just right. So we want our own sun, our own power center to be just right. Not too hot, not too cold, but right exactly in the middle. So that as we do our work in the world, as we shine our light, we shine it on others and they all benefit from it. The planet that presides over this chakra is Mars. And Mars, of course, is the god of war. And he gets a bad rap. But he also keeps things organized and keeps things moving, and we need the leadership of Mars for us to move forward. So same thing here. We need our own leadership to be able to move forward with confidence in our lives, to move forward in an empowered fashion. There's this misconception in spiritual practice that we have to destroy our ego. I don't recommend that. Destroying the ego is not a good idea. We need our personal narrative. We need our ego in order to be able to interact properly with others, in order to be able to share our story, to share our gifts. But what we need also is an ego that's soft enough to let other people's gifts also be heard, and to value those around us when they have their time to share. So the ego doesn't need to be destroyed. It simply needs to be softened, so that when we look out through the lenses of our own eyes, we're not looking out through a hardened lens where all we see is how anything benefits us. But we look out through a more transparent lens so that what we see is how we can benefit the world. That's the ultimate state of the third chakra, of our power center. So to work with this chakra in our asana practice, if we like asana, we can do twists. Twisting poses help to wring the ego out. We can also make sure that we eat foods that keep our gastrointestinal situation at ease and doesn't turn up the fire too much. And we can always check in. We can always do our meditation to listen to the chakra, to actually ask it, what's going on? What do you need? The chakras are our own body's communication system, and they communicate to us all the time. But if we're not listening, we don't get those messages. And instead, we get heartburn, or instead, we get pain or tension or discomfort somewhere. So if we can tap in and create a stronger line of communication, we'll get those messages right away. And then we can resolve and dissipate any energy that seems to be bubbling up in that area. So super simple. You simply close your eyes wherever you are, sit up nice and tall, and use your breath to tap in to the third chakra. Draw your intention and your energy into this place. And with the breath, ask your third chakra, what message do you have for me today? What do you have to say? And just listen. Listen to whatever might come up. Feel whatever might come up. Don't second guess it. Just allow it to arise. Give yourself the time and the space for the message to appear. Because we benefit greatly when we tap in to the wisdom of the chakras.